Alright guys, good morning. Welcome back to my vlog channel. I've got a special guest for this morning's coffee run. He might start barking. I'm leaving home right now and there's a bunch of, what are those? What are those? Hey, it's okay. Good boy. They're like turkeys, I think is what they were. It's okay. It's okay. You got them. Good job. But we are going to get some coffee. I usually drink coffee. Oh, I guess I've given this update on my ASMR channel, but not on my vlog channel. I have moved home into my parents' house. I have been planning on moving to Florida, but the area I was moving to got really messed up from the hurricane that came through. So I'm kind of like in limbo right now waiting at my parents because I don't want to move down when there's so much damage. So I'm kind of figuring out, I've kind of gotten cold feet about if I'm going to go or not, or if I'm just going to look for a new place in Michigan. But for right now, guys, I am at my parents. Hanging out with this guy every day. But, what was I saying? Oh, I usually have my coffee at my parents' house when I'm staying there, but there is only decaf left, and I need some caffeine, and they've been out for like 2 days, so me and Teddy are going to run to the store, get some K-Cups, Folgers, caramel, that's the best kind, if you know, you know. I also want to get some teeth whitening strips. I want to get some Crest strips because I am going to Mexico, guys, in a few weeks as a birthday present from my boyfriend. He is taking me to Mexico in a few weeks, which I'm so excited about, but I need to, well, I don't need to, but I want to whiten my teeth because there's nothing like having a super nice tan and having your teeth just be like bling, like super white. So that is the plan, and we are just heading to town. I wanted to apologize. I've been so inactive on this channel because I've just been moving. I actually filmed some stuff for moving, and maybe I will attach it onto the end of this video. It was all together like maybe 3 minutes of footage. I actually wanted to film a lot more and have like a whole moving vlog, but stuff was just so hectic that I didn't get it done, right? So maybe I can attach it at the end, but yeah, I moved out. I was trying to sell all my furniture, because I've been planning on moving out of state. I'm glad now that nobody bought a lot of my stuff, because if I do end up staying in Michigan, I will need that stuff, and it would have sucked to rebuy it. I only sold it because I've been planning on moving out of state. So yeah, I did end up selling my bed, and I did end up selling my outdoor furniture, like my patio furniture, and my TV stand. I kept my couch, my dining table, like all my shelves and dressers and stuff like that. I probably could have parted with some of the dressers, but yeah, it was just better to get all that stuff out because me, my boyfriend, one of his friends, and my brother moved everything ourselves. And now that I'm out of there, I can tell you guys, I was on the 3rd floor. So moving everything, it was so much easier moving stuff into where I'm storing it than out of my apartment, because going up and down the stairs, I swear I must have climbed the steps up and down like 50 times in one day. It was like I was sweating my ass off. It was just like I was out of breath. Yeah, it really sucked. So I love being off the ground floor. I would never want a ground floor apartment, but for moving purposes, it would be really nice to have a ground floor apartment. I just always worry about being on the ground floor, and if anyone is on the ground floor, feel free to comment if you feel this way. I just feel like that's the most likely target of a break-in. Like, you're your slider door or whatever that somebody could just open. Like one of my friends is the apartment she just moved into is a ground floor, and I'm like, she lives like by herself. I'm like, aren't you nervous living there with your door? Like anybody could just walk up and break it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a irrational fear. I'm sure lots of people live on the ground floor and it's fine. Not you. But got my little ride along, buddy. You being a good boy? Yes. Teddy at my parents' house sleeps with me every night. I like to think I'm his favorite. His sister's his favorite. But I'm gonna buy, I think I told you guys I'm gonna buy coffee pods. But I'm also thinking I'm gonna hit the Big B that is in town. Comment below where you get your coffee. If you're a Starbucks person, Dunkin', Big B. I would say those are the big ones in Michigan. I know there's other like coffee branches. I think that there's like Caribou Coffee more in the south. I'm sure there's a bunch. So let me know, because in my hometown there is only a Big B Coffee and there's no drive-through. And I was talking to my dad the other day. I'm like, because there's a space that's available in my town that a restaurant was in it, but they closed down, and it's a space that has a drive-through. I'm like, we should buy that and make it like a Dunkin', because if I'm anywhere, so say my favorite coffee is Starbucks, but there's a but the Starbucks doesn't have a drive-through, and there's a Tim Hortons, which I prefer less, but the Tim Hortons does have a drive-through. I'm going to the drive-through every time. Comment below if you agree with that theory, because I don't know if that just makes me lazy, but if I can get my coffee without getting out of the car, that's what I'm gonna do 10 out of 10 times. And I was like, we could probably buy that and like make it pretty successful. I was talking about this when my whole family was home, just, you know, dreaming, thinking about stuff like that, because I really feel like I want like a business someday. And my sister was like, the hardest thing about fast food stuff like that is like keeping employees, because fast food will be like, you know, a 16-year-old will come and work for 3 months and then quit. And I was like, yeah, I guess that actually does sound true. Like getting people to continually work at your Dunkin' Donuts, it probably is hard to keep people. And she was saying somebody she knows managed a Starbucks, and that's exactly how it would be. Like they'd hire somebody, they would be great for a month and a half, and then randomly be like, yeah, I quit. So something to think about. But I just had that idea and I was like, ooh, I should try to do that. I also have been thinking, because I went to a wedding a few weeks ago, I've been talking to my parents, because we have a big field behind our house, and I was like, what if we had like a little wedding venue, like we built something, because there is money, you guys. There's money in venues. Like a cheap wedding venue is like $5,000 for a day, from what I understand. Like my friends just got married, and I asked them, if you don't mind me asking, how much was it? And I think he said like $4,500 for a day, which is really good. Like that's a really good price that they got. I know another couple that I'm friends with has gotten engaged recently, and they're saying like a lot of venues that they've looked at were upward of $10K, and they're actually going to get married at one of their parents' house, because they have a lot of land, and do like a backyard wedding with like big tents and stuff, which I think will be really pretty. But yeah, the wedding venue game is crazy. So if we could do it, and do it like at a reasonable price, like where my friend got married, I feel like we'd make a lot of money. And I think you can do that like Friday, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you could potentially get like 4 weddings in a week, because there's somewhere near my house that does that. And that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Not at all. But that is gonna be it, guys. My face is looking quite red, but I think maybe it's because I did my skincare before I got in the car. like rubbing my face always makes it a little bit red. But that is it, guys. I will try to get some content out for you. Let me know what you would like to see below. I am at my parents' house, so if you keep that in mind and you have any ideas of what I could film, kind of out in the country, I do my cooking videos there, or not my cooking, my baking videos. I could do something with the animals. Just brainstorm with me, help me, because I have no problem posting on this channel. I have problem coming up with ideas, so if you have any that you would like to see, please let me know. Also, you guys, I forgot to say my birthday is in 2 days. My birthday is this Thursday, the 24th. I'm gonna be 26. But that's just a parting thought. This is still the end of the video. Okay, so thanks for hanging out, guys, and I will see you next time. All right, guys, I am finally finished packing. I've got everything out of my apartment. It was just little stuff left over today, but I literally took like 40 trips up and down my steps, so I'm super tired, but let me show you guys how empty it is. This is my apartment. I feel like I can show it to you guys now. I loved this apartment so much. But again, the community itself was just like not super good. If the community could have been a little bit different and the highway not so close, I would have loved to continue living here, but this makes me think it hasn't been empty for 2 years. I've lived here a long time, so it makes me think about when I first moved in. But I am out of here. This is the last of the cleaning stuff. Bathroom is bare. Bedroom. That's my Xfinity box. I'm about to take that back right now, but other than that, I am out of here, guys. Bittersweet day for sure. I'm just taking a little break before I leave. I just took the rest of the stuff down. What was I gonna say? Oh, I moved all of my stuff out of here yesterday, all my furniture. Me and my boyfriend and his roommate moved all the furniture, and then we actually took it to my hometown. My grandma winters in Florida also, so my mom was like, you know, you could just put your furniture in there for now instead of the storage unit, which is awesome. So we did that. My brother helped us unload, and then today I was just doing like the little, you know, stuff here and there. There was a lot more stuff than I expected. A lot more stuff. But I am finally done. I'm going to Xfinity now, and I'm driving to my parents. I am officially out of here, guys. So yeah, last video in my apartment.